What's up? What is good today? Your sports card consultant here, coming with a new video. Today we're going to be talking about some under the radar cards that give a much better return than your typical Prism or your Optic or something like that. We're going to dive deep, semi-deep, into looking at alternative cards that have a much higher upside and much better value long term, even in the short term, but especially long term, than these prisms and optics that everyone's hooting and hollering for. But first, I wanted to remind you that I have the Sports Card Society, where every day, almost every day, I send an exclusive video to my members outlining a specific sports card investment that my team and I have found through research that looks like a good opportunity. For instance, one that we recommended a while ago was this John Morant courtside PSA 10. It's going for about $1,500 now. We were getting it for way less than that. We were getting it for, around here, $650, $700. We were doing I recommended a DeAndre Ayton PSA 10 Prism for $120. Now it's going for north of $200. So lots of good stuff, lots of profit to make, especially with the NBA season about to kick off. Well, kicking off here, actually. I got a lot of good tips I'm sending out, but those are just for my members. Links in the description, sportscardsociety.com. It's only $9.99 a month. Cancel anytime. If you don't like it, hell, I'll just refund you anyways. No big deal. It's about community. If you don't like it, no reason you got to pay for it. Also, we get 20-day PSA grading for just $25. Now, if you go on the PSA website, you'll see that PSA, the best they offer is 25-day grading, and that costs $50. So big benefit there. All right. By the way, give the video a like if you find this content useful. I really, 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 really appreciate it. And subscribe if you're new here or if you haven't subscribed yet. If you've been here several times, you haven't subscribed yet, I don't know what you're doing, homie. Hit that button. All right, let's get rolling. So for instance, we're going to start with LeBron James here. So I'm on cardboardconnection.com. If you're not familiar with this site, this is a great resource site. It really, really is. And tons of stuff. I mean, they'll tell you release dates of when cards are coming out. They'll give you, there's so much content. I wish I owned this site. It's so good. Anyways, and it's free. But they have lots of good stuff like this. Like, say, what I did is I Googled coolest LeBron James rookie cards. And they laid out kind of a top 10 list here. This one has, Dwayne Wade, LeBron, and Chris Bosh has a pretty cool card there. Those are three. I don't know if Chris Bosh will make the Hall of Fame, but Wade and James will. Bosh got a good chance. All three of them being together on a Heat team, winning a couple championships. And then you got the Skybox LE. That one's out of 99. Finest out of 999. Chrome out of, it's not out of anything. They have the different refractors that are out of things, 300, 150, and 50. You got the UD Glass out of 250. You got the Topps Chrome, which, the gold refractor out of 50, X Fractor 220, refractor out of 500. See, isn't it just good to see all of that stuff, to know what's going on here? Because it can get really confusing if you don't know. I use this all the time as a great reference. The SPX out of 750, RPA, that one goes for a lot of money. SP Authentic out of 500 also goes for a lot of money. The Ultimate Collection out of 250. Now, there's several out of this, but this one in particular is out of 250. And then, of course, the Exquisite. This is the one that went for $1.8 million. Oh, baby. And that's out of 99. So something I want to show you is, I want you to keep that in mind, that this limited idea, this idea of limited, like in today's world, we have, Trae Young's Prism here. This is the Market Movers tool, by the way, if you haven't seen it. I went in here to these dates from September to December, picked Trae Young and a bunch of his 2018 rookie cards. I pulled up his bases. Concourse, which is the select base, and I pulled up the PSA 10. And it shows me this whole chart, Market Movers does, what prices everything's going for over that time. So you can really see what's going on, what's been going on, what the trends are, really get an idea of the patterns, and be able to look at the card and see the population report, which is how many are in existence to this date. These numbers will just continue to go up for a while because people are still getting them graded. But anyways, this is the Market Movers tool. If you're interested in this, there's a link in the description. Use code SOCIETY for 20% off your first month or first year. whichever subscription you choose. But very powerful tool that I use, saves me tons of time, helps me make a lot of money, honestly. But look at these population reports. This Prism, 7,731, and that number is just going to go up because people are getting this card graded. This one's going to go up. This one's going to go up. This one's going to go up. But Prism is the biggest one I look at because it's just so many. Luca is over 14,000. Select is better about this because you can only buy this in a hobby box, meaning there are far less of these cards made than any of these four. Because Prism they have hobby boxes that you can buy, directly from the manufacturer when they come out, but then they also do retail. Optic also does retail, like Walmart, Target, etc. Donruss, retail. Hoops, retail. Most do retail. Select only does hobby boxes. That's why this number is so much lower than this one or this one. So that idea of short print stuff, it also made me think, what is something that would be really cool? Let's go back to LeBron. Let's type in this word, case hit. Do you know what a case hit is? A case hit is basically there's only one of a specific card per case. I don't necessarily mean one of these LeBrons per case. I just mean one of this particular insert per case. And a case is typically 12 boxes. So imagine this card being so rare that you only get one in every 12 Prism boxes. I don't mean blaster boxes. I don't mean hanger boxes. I mean full-on like hobby boxes, right? And if you're paying $1,000, $2,000 a box for a hobby box of Prism, and it takes 12 effing Prism boxes to get one of these cards, not just LeBron, just any one in the set, any one of the cards, any one of the inserts. So you might spend 24 grand to get one. And it may be, typically, if it's case hit, whoever you get is pretty good because they're not putting bums in case hits. So this is a good thing to search for. So for instance, this one here was a case hit. Now this isn't my favorite looking card, but it's a case hit. I mean, now with that being said, just because someone puts it in their eBay description doesn't necessarily mean it's a case hit. So you still want to go to good old Google and say, hey, Panini 2012-13 POY case hit and do a little bit of research. But look, this one is $30. $30. I wouldn't call this a case hit, so it doesn't even say it in the description. This is not a case hit. This is a case hit, and it's numbered out of 199. Also a case hit, numbered out of 125. But look at these numbers. I want you to look at these prices, right? I want you to remember, too, that I want to show you Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan PSA 10. It's not just Michael Jordan's rookie cards that are worth money. Can we agree on that? Can we agree on that? Let's pick a year. How about 95? All right. Let's see here. Let's do a PSA 10. That's what they already did. I don't know why you're showing a bunch of cards that are not PSA 10. I remember this set. Let's find some that are relevant here. How many did they come up with for us? 215. Look at this. Okay, Fleer Metal, right? PSA 10, $300. This isn't even a short print card. This isn't some case hit, right? This is just a 95 middle of Michael Jordan's career, but a cool looking card coming as a PSA 10, being listed for almost $300. And I don't know what it's going to sell for, but I bet you it sells for at least $250 because this is a card I'm familiar with. Now, I'm not necessarily familiar with all of these. Did I just pick a weird year where there's all these weird round cards of him? I'm going to pick a different year. Let's go with 90. Let's go with 98. Let's get out of 95, totally. The point I'm trying to make here is that these cards, they're not his rookie cards, but they're graded, and they're out of different years, and they're still great, and they're worth good money, because they're Michael Jordan. Now, there's a ton of these cards. The point I'm really trying to make is, okay, there's a ton of these. This isn't some case hit. This isn't some super short print card. What I'm saying is, if you look at a guy like LeBron and you pick up his case hits and you have some patience where you're not just looking for a 1 week quick flip, where you're looking for a card that can grow tremendously year over year over year over year with a legend like him. It doesn't have to be his rookie card. You just get a case hit of him. Something really super short print or something numbered. And the cooler looking card, the better. Like this one, good one to come across. Look, the Mighty. This is a case hit, and it's a cool card. Also, I believe this was the year, 2016 was the year he won the finals with the Cavs. Now, I think this is 16-17, so it might be the year after. Doesn't matter a ton, but I do like to get, if I can, get the cards the year he wins a championship, because it just means that much more, especially to a fan if they're buying it. But look at that. That's a cool card. The Mighty. This isn't made by Prism. This isn't the Prism brand. This is from Totally Certified. Now, of course, Panini owns this because Panini has the license for basketball and football. But look, $200, not bad. That's a good investment. That's a good investment. You think it's ever going to sell for less than that? I mean, maybe a little bit in this coming off season, even though that's many months away. But I don't think so. I don't think this card ever sells for less than this ever again. This is a case hit. Now, it's not numbered, but it's a super rare card, and it's a cool looking card. This is a very good example. So if these basic ass Michael Jordan PSA 10s that are just random freaking cards in 1998, this is an insert. Actually, Upper Deck Ionics, I don't think that is an insert. I think that was an actual one of the 10,000 products Upper Deck came out with that year. Finest, this is 98, Topps Finest, right? This is just his card in Topps Finest. Sure, the cards are worth what people pay for them, but you know that this card is worth at least several $100s. Someone's going to pay at least several $100s for this. They say rare. I don't know how rare it is. It's Finest is a better set. I'll give it that. It's like kind of like Select for this time, although they still made a hell of a lot more Finest in 98 than they made of Select in, say, 2018. But that's the point I really wanted to get across to you today, is to start looking at these case hits. This is not a case hit. Don't fall for them. That is not a case hit. A LeBron Green MVP is not a case hit, unless I am wrong on that. But boy, no, I'm not. It's definitely not a case hit. Select Company, that is a case hit. And that one's already graded. That's a really good buy. He won it. Guess what? He won a championship that year. I may buy this freaking card. This is a really good one because I'm just looking at this live with you. Now, I look at this stuff all the time. I'm just choosing to make a video to show you part of my processes. And this is how I find some cards to recommend to my society. I give them ideas like this, and I find cards like this, and I recommend it to them. And we make some pretty good money. Again, the link to join the Sports Card Society is in the description. The website is literally SportsCardSociety.com. $9.99 a month. I mean, come on, that is nothing, especially for what you get. You get a video sent to you almost every day. You get me and my team doing tons of research for you, leveraging us, using our experience and all of our efforts to just benefit yourself. That seems pretty smart to me. And you get the access to our submitting partner that gets you 20-day PSA grading for $25. Instead of, if you go to PSA website, 25-day grading for $50. I mean, come on. That alone. These cards, too. Great cards. Again, case hit. Oh, this is the silver version. I don't know if this was this isn't the silver version. This is even better. Goodness. Not graded, obviously. Still that much. Meteor, another case hit. Beautiful. That's 2016. So that's the year that he won the championship with the Cavs. Excellent. Look at that. Pop 2. Like 2 of these. This is a PSA 9 all day. That's also a cool-ass card. Another case hit, the Knights of the Round Table. All right, well, I hope this has been a benefit of you today. Give this video a like if you found anything useful here at all. Please, I appreciate it. And subscribe, because I come out with stuff like this all the time. You don't want to miss any. You just don't. If you're really in this game, you got to stay on top of it, and I really help you stay on top of it. And again, if you want to join the society, the link's in the description. You want to get some profit with us, get down, SportsCardSociety.com. And the link for that Market Movers tool I was using, where I pulled up all this stuff, That link's also in the description. Use code SOCIETY for 20% off. And I also have a link in the description for a $10 on StarStock.com when you deposit $10. You deposit $10 on StarStock, you will get an extra $10. So you put in 10, you get 20 to spend on StarStock. If you haven't used StarStock before, it's a marketplace to buy and sell cards, like eBay is too. But these all get shipped and everything. On StarStock, you don't get shipped. You can get them shipped to you, but you don't ship them. You just buy them and then you relist them on the site for a different price. Like it's just like that. It's literally a marketplace where you just buy and sell cards without ever actually holding them, and it's fantastic because, for instance, a buddy of mine last year, he knew Bol Bol was going to play in that scrimmage game. He knew he was going to start, and so he's like, "Uh-oh, I'm going to buy some Bol Bol." So he went on StarStock.com like an hour before the game, bought up several Bol Bol rookie cards, and then he just relisted them for a higher price. And he made like 8x on his money during that game because by halftime he'd sold most of them for like 8 times what he paid for them. Because that's what you do. It allows you to capitalize off the hype immediately without having to take the week or two to get the card and actually relist it and all that stuff. You literally just buy it on there and relist the price. All right, that's what I got for you today. At least check out starstock.com. If you're in this for investing, it is extremely useful. Extremely, you have to be on it. You have to be on it. That's all I gotta say. All right, stay classy. You're awesome.